Guys, there has been an insane amount of exciting news for fighting game fans lately. There's been, like, Project L getting its gameplay revealed. Lots of characters are getting DLC, like Guilty Gear Strive, Skullgirls. Older games are getting re-released with good online. So things have been really good, but something I haven't really been paying attention to is this game here, Dungeon Fighter Online Duel. I don't know much about Dungeon Fighter at all. I don't know anything about it. I just know that this game is made by Arc System Works, and it looks pretty similar to like Granblue Fantasy Versus or Guilty Gear Strive. So I decided I was going to go through and watch all the character trailers that have been released so far. I haven't seen any of these. I don't know what to expect, but let's jump in and see what my thoughts are. So we're starting out with the Berserker here. And again, I know literally nothing about Dungeon Fighter. So if you guys have thoughts in the comments, if you played that game, feel free to let me know if you have some insight on what we think we can expect from these characters. All I could find on the wiki is that the Berserker, yielding to demonic possession, taps into an otherworldly rage. So he's going to be a mad boy. Let's check it out. Let's see how it goes. He looks mad. I'm going to be honest. I'm getting like Ragnar the Blood Edge vibes. Oh my gosh. Bro. It's all happening so fast. And then like, this reminds me of like Bayonetta, right? Oh my gosh. Yeah, so he looks pretty like badass, edgy boy. I'm definitely getting like Nightmare from Soul Calibur type of vibes in terms of like the personality. Gameplay definitely reminds me of Ragnar the Blood Edge, but the thing where he keeps the fireball on screen especially looks interesting. I wonder if you can do setups with that trickiness, and then of course this super at the end looks so cool. So yeah, wow. All right, coming out strong right off the bat. This definitely seems like a character that people will like to play. People like these sort of edgy anime type characters. So all right, that's the Berserker. All right, next up we got the Inquisitor, armed with only a hefty battle axe, holy fire, and an incandescent zeal to bring righteous fury amongst her foes. The Inquisitor is a female priest that strikes hard with devastating blows. All right, that sounds kind of sick. All right, now we're speaking my language. Let's go. Okay, so she's got like the axe. This is like like Fire Emblem 3 Houses or something. That's what she reminds me of. Oh, holy fire. Yeah, there we see. And the axe gets fire on it. Ooh, what is that? What is that wheel? Bro, you get put up on the pyre? Yo, Joan of Arc? Alright, this character's goated. Alright, that's #1 character right there. Not, forget that first guy. This is what I'm talking about. So you put down the fire, and then your axe gets lit on fire, powers up your attacks, and then there's some other, I don't know if that's like holy water or oil that can be set on fire. I don't know, but and then the wheel, bro. All right, this character is clearly the winner so far, but we got a lot more to get through. But man, and this is just a disrespectful super, man. This is just disrespectful. You put him up on the tree and light him on fire. That's tough. You hate to see it, man. Wow. That's a sick character, I gotta say. Definitely my favorite so far of the two we've seen. But we got a lot more to get through, so let's keep moving here. All right, next up we got the Grappler. I like how, they're not beating around the bush with this naming. His name is Grappler, so surely he's going to be a grappler, like a command throw character. According to the wiki, it is a fighter who takes advantage of leverage and weight. The Grappler is adept at grabbing and throwing his opponents, oftentimes into other opponents. Rarely does he ever get hit, darting and jumping around erratically. So it's going to be some evasion as well, maybe some speed as well as the power. Let's find out. It kind of looks like Ryu, don't you think? I guess it's the gloves, probably, like the padded gloves and the gi. Okay, yeah, we're definitely getting like like jujitsu throws and stuff. Ooh, throw into launcher into restand? Hold on, we're gonna have to go back and look at that. And then we get, of course, we get a super animation. I don't know why there's just rocks floating. Oh, we get the kanji on screen. Bro, that went way too fast. Hold on, run it back, run it back. I gotta see some of that gameplay again, because there were some interesting things mixed in there. So yeah, that's like a tick throw, right? Like, yeah, like a reset, like standing string, and then throw them afterwards. And then that was like plus frames. I'm guessing like that's kind of what this looks like to me, is like plus frames off this move, and then she gets frame trapped by the crouching jab or whatever. And then launcher into a air-to-air command throw, kind of sick looking. But this was definitely the part that interested me the most. So that restand, you guys know I talk about every fighting game where someone gets like stood up out of being juggled. That is a very powerful, abusable mechanic. So a grappler having something like that seems pretty sick. So I like that a lot. And then she gets clipped low into the super. All right, this guy looks cool. I mean, obviously, like, he's clearly going to have command throws, right? But he doesn't really look like a super sort of one note, like slow, get in your face and grab you guy. It's more got elements of like maybe Yamcha from Dragon Ball FighterZ. Actually, Sora's is a huge one, right? From Granblue. This guy definitely reminds me of him a lot. So yeah, despite being called Grappler, this guy looks very, very far from someone like Zangief, and more like, you know, an actual real life grappler, like someone who, you know, in the MMA or whatever, they're pretty agile and they're not just like big slow guys. So yeah, I like that a lot. This guy looks cool as well. But let's move on to the next one. All right, next up we got the Striker. The Striker is a fighter who continues on the path of pure fighting, learns to strike faster than any other subclass. Her training focuses on physical strikes rather than defensive or magical enhancements to her fighting style. We're thinking like a rushdown character? I don't know, let's see. Ooh, she looks like Jam, right? Jam from Guilty Gear. Just knocking the punching bag off the, oh my gosh, off the rack. Ooh. Very, very smooth, don't you think? Like, just the animations and the frame rate on the animations is so smooth. And we got like a 1-inch punch ender. Yeah, definitely all I can think about is Jam from Guilty Gear. I'm sure there's other obvious comparisons to be made, but that's definitely the thing that most comes to mind. Yeah, like definitely like multi-part long ground strings here. I'm wondering, like, could this be like a Rekka? Like Rekka with like a low that you can mix in, and then going into the uppercut air dash cancel. So it seems like there might be some sort of air dash in this game. I'm not sure. Ooh, yeah, launcher. Whatever this thing is happening there, like when the screen freezes like that, definitely reminds me of like Roman cancel drift in Guilty Gear Strive, like freezing the screen and like shifting your character in a direction to get momentum. I don't know if that's character specific or if everyone's going to be able to do that, but yeah, I mean, she looks cool. I get the impression that she's going to be kind of a beginner-focused character. That's just what it looks like to me. She looked like she didn't really have any super complicated mechanics, but yeah, I think, you know, for fans of these sort of ground-based neutral rushdown type of guys, seems like a cool character. All right, and then last but not least, we've got the Ranger, a true killing machine, leaving piles of bodies in his bloody path. Trusted revolver in hand, the Ranger has the fastest shooting speed of any of the gunner subclasses. He engages in melee combat as well as distance attacks. All right, you're speaking my language now. Let's go with the cheap stuff, man. Let's go projectiles. I would like to see it. Oh, and he's like, he's like a rakish rogue or something. Oh my gosh. Whoa, the delayed explosion there has me very interested. Oh, yo, Dante? Dante Marvel 3? What the heck? Is he possessed? Why does he have red eyes like that? And then there's like crow feathers everywhere? Bro. This guy's stylish, man. He does look like Dante, right? So similar. Run that back for me? Yeah, first of all, I like the whole like cowboy thing, you know. I don't know anything about the setting of Dungeon Fighter, but it seems, you know, sort of like a mix of time periods maybe, or, you know, hard to lock down. Like, it's not necessarily modern, but we've also got like 19th century is what this guy looks like. We've got like the Inquisitor, which is probably like, I don't know, 16th century. I don't know. So definitely seems like a mix, not like a super specific art style, but something a little more broad. Showtime. So this move is very interesting. So he throws some sort of exploding thing, and then the guns spin over here and explode again. What the heck? Yeah, that move is literally Dante's exact move from Marvel 3. I don't remember the name of that move in Marvel 3, but then he would cancel it into hammer and get a ground bounce into a combo. And so yeah, you can see he does like breakdancing and stuff too. So not just shooting, but also like some melee attacks as well. And then why he seems to have some kind of like devil trigger type thing. You know, the eyes are turning red, and then he can teleport. These crow feathers come out, bro. That's why we need the Inquisitor, man. We need someone to put a stop to the satanic stuff. Clearly. Yeah, man. All right, that is a cool looking character, man. So I think we've definitely gotten a mix between some characters who, you know, I don't want to say they're like super generic, like I don't mean it in a bad way, but there are some characters who are like pretty straightforward, right? Like the Striker and the Grappler. If you just imagine in your head, like imagine like a kung fu using like monk fist fighting character, like the Striker matches that pretty closely, I think. And then if you imagine in your head, you know, like a jujitsu or like grappling, like, you know, an arm bar using character, I think the Grappler would come up a lot with the karate gi and stuff. So there are some characters who I feel like are very like expected, like traditional designs, and then some characters who are maybe a little bit more unusual, like the Ranger and the Inquisitor. So yeah, I thought a lot of these characters look pretty cool. If I were to rank them, I guess I'm the least interested in Striker so far, and then maybe the Berserker, and then the Grappler, and then probably the Ranger and the Inquisitor are close to the top for me. I thought they both looked very, very unique and cool. So I think we don't know very much about the game. I'm assuming that this is going to be pretty similar to Granblue Fantasy Versus, just based on the way the game looked. It looked similar to me. And it seemed like there wasn't stuff like comboing off of throws. It seems like you can't combo off of throws. So the combo system might be kind of limited. It might be more of like a Street Fighter style game than like a full anime style game with like crazy rush down and air dashes and 50-50s. So anyway, we'll have to see how it turns out. Oh yeah, and another interesting thing about the game is actually just the logos. So we got Nexon, who I think are like the brand owners, and then Neopol, who are the developers of Dungeon Fighter. Arc System Works obviously is going to be the developer or publisher. I guess they're the publisher for this game, and Aiding is actually the developer. And Aiding is a pretty familiar brand because they made Marvel vs. Capcom 3. They've made like a lot of fighting games, I think. Yeah, Bloody Roar 3 and 4, they made those. Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. And then like some arena fighters as well. Like I think they made like a Bleach game or something. So yeah, they have a pretty storied history in terms of the fighting game genre. So definitely interested to see where things go. It's kind of funny that the developers of Marvel vs. Capcom 3 also put that Dante shooting downward move in the game. So that's pretty funny. And there might be more references that I missed. So if there's anything like that, please let me know in the comments, and let me know, especially if you're a fan of Dungeon Fighter, or at least you know anything about it. I'm really curious what you guys think in terms of how the game is adapting that and what else you think we can expect. So they've been releasing these character trailers very, very quickly. Like every couple days, there's a new one of these. So if you guys like the video, hit like and subscribe. And if we get a good reception, I will continue to do these for future reveals in the future. So let me know what you think. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.